Pink Sauce Lady is back with a new blue sauce. But people are scared to try it. From the disastrous relaunch of her pink sauce that she hopes you already forgot about, to going completely broke and allegedly getting defrauded by the company that helped her make the now infamous pink sauce, Veronica Shaw, aka Pink Sauce Lady, is back in the headlines, but it's for all the wrong reasons. So the Pink Sauce Lady, aka Chef Pie, is back, but this time she has a new blue sauce. She announced her new product in one of the most bizarre and unappetizing food videos you will ever see. However, people online were left very concerned after seeing the video. Not because of Chef Pie's weird choice of wardrobe or the fact that she was straight up eating a jalapeno dipped in sauce, because that's something people do, but the fact that the sauce looked off. Also, when she was pouring her sauce, people noticed that the bottle she was pouring from looked a lot like the bottle from her first pink sauce. Could she have really just changed the color of the sauce and tried to launch it as a new product? The internet went wild, with people just shocked that Chef Pie even thought of launching another sauce after the pink sauce disaster. Just look at all the comments. How is she not banned from selling food? Who'd see this woman's reputation and decide she deserves a second chance? Someone needs to notify the FDA that she's making poison food sauce again. If your first sauce flops, maybe a second one isn't a great idea. Now, Chef Pie hasn't announced when her sauce would be up for sale just yet, and people are speculating that's because of how messy things ended up being with the company that helped her relaunch her pink sauce. However, in order to understand this whole situation, let's do a quick recap of the pink sauce disaster that started it, because of safety concerns and labeling drama. Apparently, the stuff in the bottle didn't match what was written on the label. The sauce listed a whopping 444 servings per bottle, a seemingly impossible number. Even the color of the sauce was different in every bottle. Rumors started going around that the sauce had some mystery ingredients like mayo and milk, which, if mishandled, could seriously be dangerous. Describing the pink sauce as a disaster would be an understatement, because there were reports popping off of people ending up in the hospital after tasting it, claiming it smelled and looked outright rotten. Now, while all of this was going on, Chef Pie was on a marketing campaign for her sauce, comparing the pink sauce to other sauces, saying hers was the best. To make matters worse, Chef Pie's marketing tactics became another source of controversy. She was labeling the sauce's flavor as sweet, spicy, and tangy, but she always refused to give a concrete description of the sauce. This vagueness of her responses, together with the price tag of the sauce, people began accusing Chef Pie of deliberately creating hype around an ultimately unremarkable product. Y'all, things got so bad that one TikToker even sent the sauce to be tested in a lab, leading to one of the most infamous moments of Chef Pie on the Caramel Show.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
No, I'm saying you didn't contact me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who's fabricating something on the internet?
But nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I lose my mind and approach you directly when you're fabricating something on the internet?
Now, calling the pink sauce a dumpster fire is definitely being kind. That's why Chef Pie partnered with Dave's Gourmet to give her product a whole rebrand and try to get back on people's good side. Loves, she launched a whole new redesigned sauce with a sick new bottle, different branding, and even a whole new price tag. People quickly went to Walmart to try the new and better sauce, only to find it was the same sauce that they hated in the first place. Turns out nothing had changed, the sauce still tasted bad, and it didn't look the same as the pink sauce she was advertising. I mean, it still didn't look in the same color in different bottles, despite it being marketed as a new product. In just a couple of weeks, the new pink sauce was already on clearance aisles in stores, with prices dropping even as low as $1. Not gonna lie, during all this drama unfolding, people were of the opinion that the rebrand was a total failure, like the first pink sauce. But Chef Pie remained adamant that people loved her sauce. She even claimed that it had sold over 200,000 bottles of her new sauce, so it came as a shock when Chef Pie came out with a GoFundMe asking for $100,000. Loves, Chef Pie was claiming she got defrauded by Dave's Gourmet in their pink sauce partnership. In the description of her GoFundMe, she explained herself further, saying, "I am the founder founder of the Pink Sauce LLC, one of the most viral sauce sensations of 2022. As a young entrepreneur with big dreams, I followed my intuition and went forth towards my dreams to create something new. I made a few mistakes along the way, which led me to trust a company that is trying to take everything away from me. They lied to me. They are not paying me, and they are not being transparent about records. I have tried on multiple occasions to try and come to one accord with them, but they refuse to reimburse me for marketing expenses that I spent my own funds towards. I have been silenced and financially sabotaged. I am a single mom and I do everything for my kids. Right now, I don't have enough money to buy my kids food on my own. My mom is on disability and has been giving us $20 just to get by on a daily basis. School is a few days away and I haven't been able to get my kids clothes or anything. I am currently facing eviction that has gone into default. The sheriffs can come to my door any day now. I need legal help. They are refusing to pay me the royalty that is owed to me. I don't know what else to do. I can't give up. I need help. Basically, Chef Pie alleged that out of the over 200,000 bottles of sauce she claimed to sell, she didn't get a single dime of that money. Things had gotten so bad for her that she was on the brink of getting evicted from her house. Now, of course, people did donate to her because just because they donated doesn't mean that they were happy with her. They absolutely tore her up, leaving comments like, "Hi, Chef, did you figure out what the FDA does yet? Perhaps you should have taken in the constructive criticism instead of rejecting it and becoming arrogant and condescending. I only donated to type this comment. You are not special. Karma sucks, huh? Be humble." Girl, everyone knows that in royalty contracts, you don't start getting paid any royalties until sales revenue crosses a certain threshold. Your sauce was a bust. Sales were a joke, and the reviews were piss poor. It's all on clearance. You probably haven't been paid anything because you likely aren't entitled to anything. Pound sand and get a real job. Now, barely over a week after Chef Pie started her GoFundMe, Dave Gourmet came out and dropped some shocking news. According to them, they did pay Chef Pie. They even have bank statements to prove it. Dave Gourmet said that they made a series of 12 payments to Chef Pie amounting to $120,000 as per their contract, and they have always paid on time. Dave Gourmet even went as far to say that they tried to reach out to Chef Pie to try and get the issue resolved, but she just left them hanging. Loves. Now, here is where things get messy. After seeing Dave Gourmet's statement, Chef Pie decided to upload a video to her YouTube page sharing her side of the story. According to Chef Pie, Dave's Gourmet misled her. She alleged that they gave her an ambiguous contract, and when it came time to pay up, they began twisting their words and making things very complicated for her. Chef Pie even said that Dave's Gourmet ruined her brand and was even miscalculating the royalties they were to pay her so they could keep the money for themselves. Also, Dave's Gourmet were making it hard for the Pink Sauce brand to grow because they weren't supporting her by giving her the necessary amounts of money to make her business successful. Y'all, as soon as Dave Gourmet saw this video, they got pissed. They got so mad that they decided to publish a detailed timeline from when they met Chef Pie with receipts. They clearly weren't joking around. So, according to the agreement that they signed in August of 2022, Dave's Gourmet was in charge of the sales, making sure the sauce was clean and healthy and that it abided by FDA rules, and Chef Pie was in charge of promoting the sauce through her social media by posting at least 3 videos a week. At the time that they were signing this agreement, Chef Pie wasn't allowed by the FDA to make the sauce because of all of the health and safety complaints the first Pink Sauce had. By the way, Dave's Gourmet paid Chef Pie $45,000 up front before they even began selling a bottle of Pink Sauce. The statement revealed that before signing their agreement, Chef Pie was to pay people back refunds from the first Pink Sauce disaster, but she didn't have any money to pay those refunds since the money was on her PayPal and Shopify, but those accounts were frozen since the number of people requesting refunds were a lot. So Dave's Gourmet, in good faith, lent Chef Pie an additional $30,000 to cover those refunds, and when Chef Pie's accounts were unfrozen, she was to pay them back. After this, Dave's Gourmet sat down with Chef Pie and her lawyer, and they went through the entire payment structure, how much everyone should get, and how they should share their royalties. They covered everything. They then advised Chef Pie that since royalties payments were unstable and changed over time, she should get a job to make sure she had a stable income so that this could basically just generate her extra income. However, by the fall of 2022, Chef Pie was going through some money troubles, and Dave's Gourmet decided to help her out, sorta a couple bills. sales. So they gave her money for a couple of months that totaled $40,000. This money was basically an advance from the sales of the pink sauce, and once they sold it, Dave's Gourmet would just recover back their money. Now, in March of 2023, Dave's Gourmet were shocked to learn that Chef Pie had spent all the money they had given her, and she was facing eviction from her house. At this point, they were extremely baffled, but Chef Pie requested some more money so that her kids won't be homeless. In the spirit of their partnership, they gave her a further $5,000 to help her out and encouraged her to continue her previous job as a private chef. After this incident, Chef Pie wanted to know more about the business side of their partnership, so Dave Gourmet set up weekly meetings where they would strategize and talk about how to best move the brand forward. At first, Chef Pie showed up to a couple of meetings and then she went completely MIA. Also, in the middle of all these things happening, Chef Pie went to Dave's Gourmet before her birthday and asked for $10,000 just so she could throw a birthday party for herself. In addition to that, Chef Pie asked them to buy her a dress that cost $800 and matching shoes that were $600. Dave's Gourmet refused to pay all that money and suggested that she come up with a more reasonable amount, but Chef Pie got mad and basically started dodging them when it came for her to do the marketing side of the agreement. By the way, did I mention that Chef Pie sent personal expense receipts to Dave's Gourmet pretending they were business expenses? Her expenses included all sorts of stuff, groceries, sneakers, basically anything she wanted labeled as a business expense. When Dave's Gourmet tried talking to Chef Pie and to get some form of explanation for the receipts, again, she just left them hanging. Y'all, at this point, Chef Pie owed this guy a lot of money. So when it came time for them to pay Chef Pie her royalties after deducting all the advances they had given her, the amount Chef Pie was set to receive was just $666.68. Understanding this might not be enough to live on, Dave Gourmet decided to not deduct all the money they were owed, so they left $10,000 that they would collect in the future. Now, after everything was cleared up and all the payments were made, it turned out that Chef Pie was the one who actually owed money. Because of all the advance payments she kept asking for, Chef Pie actually owed Dave's Gourmet about $6,000. So by this point, you can tell Chef Pie is just blowing through money and not really keeping her end of the deal, so it was no surprise that in June 2023, Chef Pie billed Dave's Gourmet for her social media content, which she said was 1,400 hours, and her bill said she charged $90 an hour, meaning that she was asking for $126,000. This came as a shock to Dave's Gourmet because they hadn't agreed to any such deal in the first place. Dave's Gourmet even asked for clarification from Chef Pie, thinking there was some kind of misunderstanding, but once again, Chef Pie left them hanging. And by the way, at this point, Dave's Gourmet was done with Chef Pie's antics, that they even released bank statements showing that they had given a total of just over $147,000 to Chef Pie, which is way over the $120,000 that they had initially said. Now, Dave's Gourmet said that they wanted to keep all this information confidential, but because of Chef Pie's video falsely accusing them, they felt that they had to share the truth with receipts. Part of the truth is that despite all the money that they gave Chef Pie, she was also demanding $1.5 million in August of 2023 so that Dave's Gourmet could continue selling the pink sauce, which wasn't even in the agreement they signed together, and that they had time and time again tried to make the partnership work despite Chef Pie being difficult. Things between them and Chef Pie had gotten so bad that they were considering suing her because she had broken her end of the agreement so many times. Dave's Gourmet ended their statement by saying, "We are a family-owned business and our reputation is dear to us. We are asking for your support. Chef Pie's GoFundMe page containing false claims is still live. We have reported her GoFundMe page for fraud because she lied there that she did not receive any payments, but now is admitting publicly that she has received over $120,000 in payments from Dave's Gourmet. But GoFundMe has not taken any action to remove Chef Pie's page, where she is asking for funds under false pretenses. Please consider reporting the page or asking for a refund if you have donated." They concluded their statement by saying, "Needless to say, we are very disappointed in the status of our partnership with Chef Pie, but we hope that you will still give us the opportunity to share our products with you. We have a huge selection of bold and flavor-packed hot sauces, pasta sauces, creamy hot sauces, olive oils, and more. Please give them a try, including pink sauce. You can see that it is sold at a lower price at retail right now. We worked hard to bring it to market, and despite our challenges with Shaw, we have multiple other partners that are relying on us to drive its commercialization. It has a unique taste and puts an interesting interesting twist on salads, fries, and chicken tenders. At this time, we are unsure how long we will continue selling it and don't want you to miss your chance to try it. Loves, as things stand now, nobody really wants to try Chef Pie's new sauce because of all the things she has lied about. She still hasn't even returned the GoFundMe money she was given, and by the way, people still have a lot of questions regarding the new blue sauce because after the pink sauce drama, nobody wants to ingest anything from Chef Pie. Now, the big question on everybody's mind is whether she will ever address any of the claims that Dave's Gourmet made or if she will just ignore everything. As things stand, nothing is clear when it comes to Chef Pie because how did she just blow over $140,000 and have the guts to come to people begging for money? And after she got exposed for reckless spending, she just ignored everything. But it looks like she is really believing in her new sauce. She even teased a new pink powder in one of her videos. So the future must be looking bright from her point of view. Anyways, loves, if it ever launches, will you be trying the blue sauce? Let me know in the comments down below and let me know of any other people you want me to keep tabs on. Till next time, bye loves!